Hi, this is Fabian Tabo. I'm doing this on behalf of Tales of Yambo, which is run by Phili Makora Yambo. Just wanted to give you a brief overview of our beautiful country, Kenya. Kenya is situated on the eastern side of Africa. We are neighbors with Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Uganda, Somalia, and Sudan. We have a population, as per the last census, which was carried out in 2019, of around 54 million. We have 42 tribes, 47 counties. Our president is His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Kenya is actually a former British colony. We got our independence in 1963, but we were declared a republic on 12th December 1964. Our official language, formal language, is English, but the national language is Swahili, which is actually also spoken in several other countries, which are our neighbors. Our capital city is Nairobi. Nairobi has a population of around 3 million people. It's our main economic hub because that's where the parliament is. That's where the executive is. Our judiciary is also there. Kenya is majorly a Christian-oriented country. I think just over 50% are Christians. Towards north, then when we go towards northeastern, eastern, and the coastal region is where most Muslims are. And according to the ethnic groups that I already mentioned before, the 42 tribes, they are very famous for different cuisines. But the cuisines that are mostly associated with Kenya is mostly ugali, pilau, chapati, and the very famous nyama choma. Is a major tourist hub. We are very in the eastern and central African region. We have the highest number of tourists who visit our country because Kenya is famous because of the coastal region, where we have sandy beaches in Diani. We have animal reserves, game parks. Especially even in Nairobi, where there is actually a game park which is just right around the city. It's like 20 minutes away from the city, which is actually unheard of in most countries. Kenya is also famous for places like the Tsavo National Park. We have the Great Masai Mara, which is also famous for having one of the seventh wonder of the world, which is the migration of the wildebeest from the Masai Mara all the way to Serengeti in Tanzania. Kenya's economic base is majorly dependent on the exports that we make. We are very famous for exporting tea, coffee, pyrethrum, and the flowers that are majorly grown in Naivasha, and they're being transported into the European countries, to the Western countries. Kenya has produced lots of talent, especially we are famous for long distance marathons, where we have people who are very famous, someone like Kipchoge Keino, David Rudisha, among others, and among other famous people that the world actually recognizes is the late Professor who actually won a Nobel Peace Prize. We have credited authors like Ngugi wa Thiong'o, who is very famous for African literature. One of the most famous Kenyan organizations in Germany is the Kenyan Women in Germany, which solely focuses on women empowerment. We have My Ethnic Cooking, which is headed by Jill Wangu, who's also a Kenyan citizen. She does cooking classes in major restaurants around Germany. She travels and she promotes the Kenyan cuisine. It goes without saying that every country has its own challenges, its own setbacks, difficulties, and Kenya also has its own challenges, most of which is problem about tribalism, about nepotism, about corruption, and mostly also petitions to do with elections, malpractices and everything. So in as far as what changes I would love to see from my beloved country, Kenya, I think I can just sum it up into one thing. We need a different and a changed political system. Because I think if the political system is actually working properly, then it's just a trickle-down effect. Because good leadership actually translates into good governance and the country flourishes, and then with bad leadership, the same goes. So the most important thing that I would love to see is the change in political system, that we also have the youth who can also come into politics, because politics in Kenya is predominantly run with by the older generation. So we also need the youth to come in to breathe in some fresh air into the politics, and then I'm sure if that changes, then Kenya's future is set to be very bright.